Good. Any other members seek recognition? Representative Jackson.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. I would just want to state that I totally agree that the word illegal should be included in, and I have no objection to this and encourage a yes vote. Thank you.
Gentleman yields back. Any other members seek recognition? Representative Meeks.
And I agree with Mr. Keating and Mr. Jackson on this one, and I think that it's clear that Russia was a war of aggression against Ukraine, and hopefully we do this in a bipartisan way. Yield back.
Any other members want to agree? Very good. Why not? Very good. Yes, thank you. Being no further discussion, question now occurs on the amendment offered by Representative Keating. I recommend a yes on this. All those in favor signify by saying aye. Aye. All those opposed signify by saying no. In the opinion of the chair, the ayes have it, and the amendment is agreed to.
Just to show the strong bipartisan support on this, I ask for a roll call vote.
Roll call vote has been requested pursuant to the chair's previous announcement. This vote will be postponed. Are there any further amendments?
Mr. Chairman.
Representative Olszewski.
Thank you. I have an amendment at desk, amendment number 2.
Clerk shall distribute the amendment.
Mr. Chairman, as that's being distributed, I will hope that my colleagues view this as, oh, we have to be read. I'm sorry.
I thought you just wanted to maybe
I've been here long enough. You think I would know the process?
I thought you just wanted to have a conversation with me or something. Okay. Clerk shall report the, or you want to have a conversation with the clerk, maybe. I don't know. So, okay. Clerk shall report the amendment.
Amendment to H.R. 2633 offered by Mr. Olszewski of Maryland. Redesignate Section 7 as Section 8. After Section 6, insert the following.
Without objection, further reading of the amendment is dispensed with. Representative is recognized for 5 minutes.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman, and thank you to my colleagues. I hope this is an amendment that is also not perceived as an attack on President Trump, but one that gives this committee more information. For decades, U.S. foreign assistance has transformed lives across South Africa. American generosity has played a critical role in strengthening South Africa's healthcare infrastructure, helping millions of vulnerable South Africans, especially children, have access to nutritious food, and has supported educational initiatives that empower youth. Most notably, however, the President's Emergency Plan for AIDS Relief, or PEPFAR, has stood as one of the most bipartisan and successful U.S. foreign assistance programs for the past 22 years. In South Africa, PEPFAR's impact has been nothing short of extraordinary. It's been a lifeline for millions of families across the country. It has strengthened communities, and it has helped stabilize the country's health system in the face of one of the world's most devastating epidemics. In 2023, there were nearly 8 million people living with HIV in South Africa, with an estimated 6 million people receiving life-saving treatment. The stakes, however, are not just humanitarian. They're also strategic. A healthier South Africa means a more stable, prosperous partner, supporting a huge $20 billion trade relationship, the largest we have on the continent. PEPFAR is a model for how our assistance can promote health and prosperity in a bipartisan manner. Yet today, uncertainty threatens these achievements. Without strong U.S. leadership and continued commitment to PEPFAR's mission, we risk reversing decades of this historic progress. So this is hopefully a simple amendment. It acknowledges the millions of lives that have been saved by U.S. foreign assistance in programs in South Africa, and requires a report to this Congress on the number of lives saved by U.S. HIV/AIDS assistance in South Africa. If we're going to do a full bilateral review, which is reasonable, it's important context to know how many lives U.S. taxpayer dollars have saved. I urge my colleagues to join me in supporting this amendment, and I yield back.
Gentleman yields back. Any other members seek recognition? Representative Jackson is recognized.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. While I do agree that the generosity of the American taxpayers have saved thousands and thousands of lives on the continent of Africa, I will have to say that I oppose this. I believe that this amendment is redundant, as this information that would be required is in this report is already publicly available, and it would be a waste of the administration's time to go through this bureaucratic process of conducting another report when this is already publicly available information. With that, I encourage every member of the committee to oppose the amendment. With that, Mr. Chair, I yield back.
Any other members seek recognition? Representative Meeks.
I support Mr. Olszewski's amendment, which correctly identifies the role American generosity has played in saving South African lives through PEPFAR and other U.S. assistance. We have partnered with the South African government for years to address the scourge of HIV/AIDS and literally saved millions of lives. This accomplishment deserves recognition when we look at the United States-South African relations. The amendment before us requires the State Department and USAID to quantify just how many South African lives our HIV and AIDS assistance has saved, an important metric to consider, especially in the context of the evolving bilateral relationship. South Africa still experiences one of the highest HIV burdens globally, and it is in our national interest to continue to help them control the epidemic because we will all benefit when our global health programming saves lives. And I urge my colleagues to vote for this amendment. Yield back.
Any other members seek recognition? Seeing none, there being no further discussion, the question now occurs on the amendment offered by Representative Olszewski. I recommend a no on this. All those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
All those opposed signify by saying no. No. In the opinion of the chair, the noes have it, and the amendment is not agreed to.
Mr. Chairman, request for recorded vote, please.
A roll call vote has been requested pursuant to the chair's previous announcement. This vote will be postponed. Are there any further amendments? Further proceedings on this bill are postponed.